Hi everyone, Jessica Morales here. We're joined by Aaron Petkovich, who is the Director of Northeast Business Development of Enbridge. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, happy to be here.
Well, first of all, if we can start out with, what are the biggest challenges that Enbridge and others in the industry face?
Yeah, I think two of our big challenges, one being permitting. So a lot of our projects need state approvals for water permits, for air permits, and the uncertainty around the timeline for those permits has proven to be a big challenge. So we often get a FERC certificate within about a year to a year and a half of filing our FERC application, and then the state permits tend to be challenged. And so especially up in the Northeast, the constituents know that if they challenge a state permit, it can extend the timeline, which just adds a lot of uncertainty, both to us as the pipeline operator, but also to our customers to know when they will get to move their natural gas to market. And then one of the other challenges we're seeing is just a lack of energy knowledge, education, understanding. So we have people that say they don't want any fracked gas, but gas has been fracked for 60 years. We've used hydraulic fracturing technology safely for over 60 years in 1 million wells. They'll say they don't want any natural gas infrastructure, and yet in New England, over half our electricity is being fueled by fossil fuels. And so just to make sure that we're continuing to educate the public that natural gas can provide clean, reliable, affordable, abundant, and domestic energy, and it can support renewable infrastructure so that we can be a backup to electricity generation.
And also, Aaron, do you expect that opposition from environmental activists will continue to be an issue for the midstream rather? If so, what do you think is an effective strategy for Enbridge and the rest of the industry maybe to look at?
Yeah, we expect opposition to fossil fuel infrastructure and natural gas pipelines and natural gas production to continue. We're certainly seeing that, especially in the Northeast. It's particularly pronounced. I live in Boston, and so there are protests and folks that sit in at the governor's office almost every day protesting some kind of fossil fuel energy. So we don't see it stopping. What we do think is really helpful is, first off, as an industry, to continue to safely operate in an environmentally responsible manner as well. So whether we're constructing or just operating our systems, our pipelines, the production, to make sure we're doing it in a safe manner. And then to just build those relationships with the stakeholders, so with the landowners, with the first responders, with the local unions, to communicate with the government officials, to communicate with our neighbors, and even I'm teaching my children that how natural gas can be a part of the energy structure for the region, versus them just hearing that we should be 100% renewables tomorrow type of messaging. So to show that we want an all of the above energy approach, and to try and communicate that both with the government officials and policymakers, but also with the folks that I come in contact with on a day-to-day basis.
And we know it is early, of course, but how do you see the situation for winter 2018 into 2019 shaping up?
Yeah, well, one of the things that we've been really excited about is just seeing the renewed attention and focus on fuel security and energy reliability, especially in New England, where the ISO New England grid operator, who supplies the electricity and makes sure that New England has reliable electricity, had said we were just one bad ice storm away from rolling blackouts just over the last cold snap. And so we saw the local distribution companies on our system this year hit peak days. And so we expect that in the winter 18-19, as we look forward to see opportunities to expand, to make sure that the local distribution companies can reliably meet the needs of their customers. On our pipeline systems, we'll be happy by next winter. We'll have our Nexus project into service, so that'll deliver 1.5 BCF of Appalachian supplies up into Southeast Michigan and into the Dawn Hub in Ontario. We'll have our Atlantic Bridge project into service, which will deliver incremental volumes into New England. And then we're developing a project that's 2.6 BCF a day. It's in construction right now, It's called our Valley Crossing project, and it'll deliver significant new gas supplies into Mexico. So lots of opportunity both for new pipelines that will be moving that gas in the winter of 18-19, but also for continued growth of the pipeline system.
Great. Thank you for your time, Erin. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And for Heart Energy, I'm Jessica Morales.
For more videos like this, go to our YouTube page at youtube.com/heartenergy.